I'm kind of in the mood to be messy, so let's talk about some popular books that I know that I will not be reading. And seriously, no hate at all to anyone who likes any of these books. I like a lot of books that people really, really hate, so I know what it's like to be on that side, and I just want to say, I don't judge people for what they read. I think if you liked any of these, then you won and I lost is kind of the end of it. Number 1, A Little Life. I'm sorry, I read the description of what happens to Jude in this book, and it honestly starts reading like Roadrunner, like slapstick, like Looney Tunes comedy. Like what? Like let him up. Let him up. I also saw a tweet that was like, yeah, they should make an adaptation of this book where Jude is a witch that lives in a cottage in the Alps, and he has to solve the mystery of a missing black cat. And I was like, yes. Next, Light Lark. This is very petty, but it's because I saw that she wrote the line, she ran like she was running from something in this book, and I just can't excuse that. I would never be able to get that out of my head, and so I'm just not gonna pick this book up. Next is Quicksilver. This is because I saw an AI art image of Kingfisher, the main Fae man in this book. Apparently he's 6'10", and apparently he's really, really, really mean to the main character. And I'm like, that mixture is very terrifying to me for some reason. Like, I don't know if I could stomach that. Also, again, I haven't read it, but I read that he said, you spayed my mate. I don't know the context of it, but one thing I really don't like in Fae books, or just books in general, is like mating. Like when we use the words like mating in very like bio-essentialist language around like reproduction and sexual intimacy in these fantasy romance books, I really don't like it. It makes me so sick to my stomach. I'm sorry, I cannot stomach stuff like that. Like, I am a human woman. Like, stop talking about mating. Oh my god, I don't like stuff like that. A Child Called It. My therapist told me I'm not allowed to read stuff like that. It's controversial, and it's Normal People by Sally Rooney. And I really like the people who recommend Sally Rooney because I usually like their taste in books. But my understanding of Normal People is that it is about a like college situationship. I just have zero interest in that premise. There's like nothing that pulls on my heartstrings about a situationship in college. I can't relate to that at all. I have no interest in relating to that. It's very dull to me personally, but that's just because of my own personal life experience. I could see why people would like it, and I would read other Sally Rooney books. I just wouldn't read that one, if that makes sense. Last, Powerless. You know, it's bad when the people that went so hard for the first book actively just poop all over the rest of the books in the series. Like, it has to be pretty bad for it to get to that point, especially within the romantasy community, which I do like some romantasy, but like, it has to be really bad for the romantasy community to turn against your book series like that. So I do not respect fake enemies to lovers. Commit to the bit or don't waste my time. That's all. No hate if you like any of those books. I respect you totally and completely. I think that I like a lot of really boring books anyway.